Welcome, and thank you for taking the time to learn more about our new kindergarten through 4th grade report cards here in Mount Laurel. This past summer, a team of administrators and teachers worked to revise the report cards to align them more closely with the curriculum that's being taught in our schools. We're very happy to share the outcome of that work with you now. The first thing you'll notice about the new report cards is that they are definitely longer. You'll see typical subject area headings, and beneath those you'll find a number of subheads. Under those are all of the concepts and skills that your child is working on in school now. As I said, the reason for revising the report cards was to align them more closely with the curriculum that we're teaching and have been teaching in the Mount Laurel schools. One of the things that you'll see on the new report cards is that your child's reading level will be reflected on the report card in the first and fourth marking periods, and we'll talk a little bit about that more in a moment in terms of how you can interpret it. In the past, you used to see a dash for any concept that wasn't being assessed in that particular quarter. That's been changed to a slash. And while spelling continues to be an important part of our language arts curriculum, you won't see that listed as a separate subject. The skills associated with spelling are found in the language arts concepts categories. Our grading system hasn't changed. Here's what you'll see. You'll see letter grades A, B, and C for 3rd and 4th grades. You'll see number grades 1, 2, and 3 for beginning, developing, and achieving levels of skill in kindergarten through 2nd grade. Related arts courses will be marked either satisfactory or needs improvement. And as I said, the slash will appear for anything that's not being assessed in a particular quarter. No mark at all means that your child is meeting expectations in that skill or concept. And a plus means that that's a particular area of strength for your child. So here's an example of the grade 4 reading section of the report card. This may at first seem overwhelming to you. There is a lot of content. But think of it this way. If explaining the difference between poems, drama, and prose is an area where your child needs help, maybe you want to add a copy of Casey at the Bat to your nighttime routine. You'll be reinforcing a skill in a way that is painless for you and your child. By the same token, if determining the meaning of words and phrases in text is a particular strength for your child, imagine how much fun your family can have if in celebrating and strengthening that skill with a word wall on your refrigerator. Many of the skills you'll see in all subject areas have always been taught here in Mount Laurel, but we've never really given parents the ability to partner in the process at this level before now. Whether it's a math game while you're driving to practice or creating a verbal story on the way home, you now have the background and information you need to use all of those opportunities for enrichment for your child. To that end, when you receive your child's report card for the first marking period, you'll also get a copy of the Fontes and Pinnell chart. This chart shows for each grade level what the typical expectation is for reading. So for grade 2, for instance, the instructional reading level should range from I to N. If your child's score is below I in the first marking period, you'll most certainly want to have a conversation with your teacher during conference to discuss the interventions that are available and develop a plan of action. If that first score is a K or above, know that your child is exceeding expectations where reading is concerned. The end of the year score will be recorded in the final report card and will enable you to see the level of progress that's been made throughout the year. Critical to the assessment of how your child is doing in school each quarter are the behaviors that support learning. That hasn't changed, and you'll find an assessment of those on the new report cards as you have in the past. Are they completing assignments and homework? Can they work independently and follow instructions? Do they use time wisely and show a positive attitude in their work habits? This information is critical to us in educating the whole child, and obviously to you in assuring that your child feels confident, capable, and surrounded by support in our schools each day. You'll also continue to see teachers' comments, although they may not be as extensive in terms of detail as they have in the past. In the past, staff members often use the comments section to explain skills or concepts that will now be specifically addressed in other areas of the report card. Of course, you may still have questions, and we encourage you to bring those up at conference time, or really at any time by outreach to your child's teacher during the year. Our partnership means total support for your child's educational growth this year.